All right, so we need to look at our finishes, the mechanisms of finishing our straight ankle lock and the difference between the Aoki and the straight ankle lock. So if we look at the ankle, misconception is that guys collect the ankle like a guillotine, right? And they're very high up onto the shin, right? And they're basically trying to guillotine the shin. There is no breakage here, right? You're just squeezing the leg as much as you can, right? So we need to create some type of leverage point. So what we always want to do is you want to cover the toes, just basically like a toe hold. So I'm using my lat and I'm sucking my arms all the way down until the end of the lever, which is basically the toes. From here, I'm taking his toes down, right? I'm creating some type of frame on the ankle, and then I'm pulling this towards the floor, all right? From here, we should get a breakage either in the ankle or in the middle of the shin or somewhere within the shin, right? But that's what we always need to try and understand, is how we can isolate the toes, right? And isolate the ankles using our hands, our forearms, and our lat, right? To create some type of breaking finish from our hands to the foot. By me just squeezing with my hands with different types of grips is not really going to get the result that I need, right? So if we look here, if I ask Rourke to move his toes around, okay, there's a lot of space. So from here, I'm just going to move my lat back, right? And I'm going to try and get my lat or my armpit to cover his toes. From here, if he tries to wiggle his toes, there's much less room, right? From here, that means that I'm at the end of the lever, I'm under his ankle, and I'm covering the toes. So now, for instance, if I go to a shotgun grip, right, and now I start applying any type of pressure, you can see his bum will lift off the ground a little bit, right? And that means that I'm getting a lot of basically pressure through to the toes, into the knees, and into the hip, right? What we must worry about is where this heel is. I don't want this heel to pop out onto my chest, right, with the straight ankle, right? I want to make sure that that heel is in line with my shoulder the whole time. Again, I can use my shin grip or shotgun grip, and I can slide back down into the toes, and I can keep wiggling and collecting the toes, covering everything, making sure that I secure the heel, right? And I have some type of frame under his Achilles. From here, I'll implement my leg movement, right? And the braking will be me leaning into it, and I'll get some type of tap, right? With our straight ankle as well, I'm always looking towards the ground, and I'm not on my elbow. I need to come off my elbow onto my shoulder, and from here, once I start leaning back, his bum will come off the ground, which means that everything is correct, and I'm covering his toes, which means that I'm going to get some type of break within the ankle or the shin. So big problems not to do is to just think about the ankle and using a guillotine type of grip or type of mechanics to squeeze the ankle, right? We need to suck everything down, covering the toes, and think of it as a toe hold. I'm using my body and a frame on the ankle to pull these toes all the way down to the floor, and that's how I'm going to get my ankle lock, compared to his toes being up and me squeezing the ankle as hard as I can. I'm not really going to get any breaks from this. It might hurt to a certain degree, but I'm going to get no breaks, which means an individual can last much longer and nothing's going to basically break and he won't be able to tap, right? So cover toes, and once I cover the toes, the heel cannot slip, right? And I've exposed his ankle, as you can see. We'll go over different types of grips, right? We have our shotgun grip, okay? We have our standard guillotine grip with our elbows in. And those are the two main grips that I want you guys to be using. With the shotgun grip or the hand on shin grip, I'm able to slide up and down. So even if I come up high onto his shin towards his knee, I'm able to slide down and collect the foot in the correct manner for me then to start getting some type of break. So that is the straight ankle lock, and we need to understand how to maneuver this foot the correct way, all right? And not being able to isolate just the ankle. If I isolate just the ankle, we're not going to get the correct braking mechanisms that we need.